Yo! Welcome back to Containing Luxury. I know we had some holiday time there and we were kind of MIA. I'm also pretty clean shaven, so you're probably wondering who's this 20-year younger guy in front of the camera. May look a little different to you, but still same old fool. So anyway, today we're gonna be reviewing what is the best toolkit combo, cordless combo, that you can buy and why. So let's get started. Okay, so what toolkit should you buy? There are a million different cordless sets. You can go to Harbor Freight and they even have them there that are really inexpensive. We're not gonna be covering those because there's the super cheap one, and then there's like the beginner level. And that's where we'll start. So I have just a couple of tools in my garage because I've actually owned all of these sets. Disclaimer here. I've had all of these sets throughout my life. No one sponsored this video. I'm gonna give you my personal opinion to what are the best benefits of each of these kits and what I personally have chosen to go with as a contractor. But if you do want to support us on this, there is an Amazon affiliate link. So if you're just getting into the building process and you like the review of our honest opinion on what tools you should buy, then there's an affiliate link to each of these combo kits for Amazon. And honestly, I've done my research and that seems to be the best place. Plus, Amazon is quick shipping. I'm repping Amazon here, but Amazon's quick shipping, but there's also a good return policy. So if you're really not fond of it, you can return them. With that being said, let's get started. This is a Ryobi tire filler, not a drill, but just so you can see what Ryobi tools look like. They're usually gonna be the green and gray. They've updated them from the previous old, I think was blue and yellow back in the day. These are typically found at Home Depot, but you can buy them on our Amazon link. They're sold all over the place. These are gonna be your entry-level toolkit. So if you're really trying to do things on a budget, you have none of the tools, and we've covered the previous cost video that, if you're already working on a tight budget, this is probably where you're gonna wanna start. They also have a ton of cool gadget tools. Like when you move into Dewalt and Milwaukee and some of the other ones, they actually don't even have as many things, I believe, as Ryobi. They like this sweet little tire filler thing. I did end up finding one for my Dewalts, but tangent. So Ryobi's gonna be a great bang for the buck that you can find virtually every tool that you're gonna need. They will do the job, but they might take you a little bit longer. They're not gonna have the power as some of the other more expensive brands, but this is gonna be where you're gonna wanna start if you're working with a tight budget. The battery life is actually fantastic on these. Now, with every brand of tools, the batteries are not all considered equal. So if you see a kit that has virtually the exact same two tools and two batteries, but the batteries might be a little bit smaller, then it's not apples to apples. You can't compare that. Also, they make different levels of the quality of the tool. So make sure you read how many amp per hour the batteries are. This is like a no-name lithium-ion. It's lithium-ion, but it's not like even a 2 amp per hour. So this is a really weak lithium-ion battery as far as the cordless tool sets are concerned. But Ryobi does make everything up to, I think, like a 9 amp per hour now, which is a ton of power. It's a really big block battery, similar to what you'll see on this Dewalt here, but we'll get into that one. But it's a lot larger size battery, but it's gonna give you a ton more power, it's gonna last longer. So Ryobi does have tools that can get the job done, although they are your entry-level tool set. The next step, and this is actually how I did it. When I had no money when I started out in construction, I started with Ryobi's. But the second I had enough money to upgrade, I switched over to RIDGID. RIDGID to me is the best bang for the buck. The batteries they last forever. I've left toolkits in my garage when I upgraded to something, and I dug them out 6 months later, and they were sitting in a hot garage, and the battery still has power. Okay, here's a perfect example. This was charged back at a hurricane, and this is 4 bars, like full battery life still on this thing. And this has been sitting for like, I don't even know. RIDGID to me is like, man, these tools are really, really solid. A ton more power. So like if we're gonna compare, there's so many cordless tools, just for the sake of comparison, we're gonna discuss the impact for all of them. So like if I took an impact from Ryobi, which I didn't have, I just had the air filler, but I've had them. If we took the impact from Ryobi, it will get the job done. It's not gonna have as much power as the RIDGID. The RIDGID is gonna have a few more features. Ryobi may be doing this, but you have speed settings, so you can kind of go through some of that. Just the general power that I'm getting out of this impact driver versus the Ryobi, it's definitely a step up. So as a contractor, I could work every single day and had for years using these tools. I think they're amazing for the money. But you'll get a combo kit for a really good price. The batteries are amazing. They always have deals going on. So I think this is by far the best bang for the buck. So we went, Ryobi's our entry level. RIDGID is our like best bang for the buck. Really high quality tool, great price. Now this is personally where I went. I switched over to the Milwaukees from there. Everyone kept telling me how great these tools were. I'm like, all right, you know, it's a major price jump, like literally double the cost of the RIDGIDs. Some people might disagree with me on this. Maybe I just haven't given them the full run around, but to me, these are probably the most overpriced tool combo kit on the market. It's no better, if not less efficient for me than these. I mean, just the comparison of like, I have a tip holder built onto the back of my RIDGID. So did the Ryobi. You know, there's all these little features that, like, why would you just not put that on a drill? Like, you don't have a tip holder? And like, I'm constantly changing between tips. So, okay, like that's one step down, but it's double the cost. And the battery life, horrible. I had these, and these are brand new. Like, these are not as old as those. And these have been sitting, look at the exact comparison, and these were charged more recently than those. And this is at 3 bars opposed to 4 bars on the RIDGID. So they are constantly doing that, and that's why I just don't see these being as worth what they charge. The batteries seem to die way quicker. Like I'll run a RIDGID for almost a full day, depending on what you're doing. And these seem to burn out really quick. So to me, this is not worth it. There might be guys that swear by them. For me, as a contractor that like beats the beep out of my tools, I would say RIDGID all the way over this any day. Taking money completely out of it, I would still choose the RIDGIDs over the Milwaukees. Personal opinion. This is where I am today. Now, this is also like a super beefed up one, so we're not comparing apples to apples here. This is actually the impact for the comparisons. This is not the impact that's like the best impact. So there's multiple different levels. This is like the entry level Dewalt impact, but mine were actually stolen off my truck the other day. So this is the only one I have with me. And these batteries are completely interchangeable. So like this just has a monster battery on it, but I could put this onto here if it ever fit and use these two. The Dewalt to me has, again, a stupid feature of not having the bit holder. However, power-wise, I feel like these smoked everything. The only reason I went to these is they had a couple of tools that the other companies didn't make. It was just a little bit of extra power. Plus, no one else had at the time, I'm sure now people are manufacturing them, but the 60 volt max. So this battery, like if you put this on a tool that's that has the 60 volt max option here. So this is a cordless circular saw, but it says flex volt on it. So if I put this flex volt battery onto this, it becomes a 60 volt battery instead of 18. So this saw has like as much power as a corded saw. So if I'm up doing, cutting some pressure treated lumber or something, and we compare that to Ryobi circular saw, that saw might just be like, and like die on you. Where that thing's gonna be like, wah, wah, like cutting all day long. So, well, see, now I made my dogs bark. That was just one of the cool features. Then they went on to, you know, even making miter saws, table saws. So now if I'm on a job site and don't have power, I can run all my stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna shred through batteries, but if you have enough of them, they are super expensive. But this is where we're going to go from like, okay, money's a little bit of an option and I wanna buy a good set of tools that's gonna last me, go with RIDGID. Now it's like, I'm a professional contractor, I'm gonna build these all day long, and I want the best of the best. To me, that's this. Okay guys, quick chime in. Always remember, Blackout Coffee, sponsor of Containing Luxury. So we've got all the different flavored coffees and all of your medium roast, dark roast, brutal awakening awesomeness. So make sure to check out blackoutcoffee.com, link in the description, there'll be a coupon code. And then also remember, we have swag on there as well. So hats, shirts, all different cool stuff, handmade mugs, camping mugs, there's all different stuff on there. So make sure to check out blackoutcoffee.com, link in the description. We put all these aside, and now let's talk about how big of a difference is there in cost. So virtually that's, when you're looking at these, you can, this is like how they're all gonna look. So you'll be able to easily pick out like which one's which, but let's put them in the order that I would buy them. We just won't even buy that one. So somebody from Milwaukee is probably watching this video and they're like boycotting me now. The Ryobi set, a combo kit that we'll link to in the description, $260. Gives you a ton of stuff like angle grinder, sawzall, drill, so 260 bucks. If we go to the RIDGID, for a similar kit, there might be a couple more items or it might be a couple less, but if I was just trying to compare like as close to a kit that I could find on Amazon, it was $350. Now that was for the Gen 5 brushless. So that's like, you remember when I said like, not all Dewalt tools are considered equal. Like there's like entry-level Dewalt, and then there's like the mid, and then there's like the super expensive, like Flex Volt series. So the Gen 5 brushless for RIDGID is going to be like your good one. Like that's what you want. It's gonna have the most power. So that's a really high quality kit, and that's only $350. So 260 to 350 to me, it's like, I would probably spend the money and go with this. You know, these will get you by if you need to. If you have a little bit of money in your budget, this will be a kit that you don't ever have to come away from this kit. You can stay there and beat the beep out of these all day long. So this is where I would go if I was starting and had the room to do it. The insanely overpriced Milwaukees, for a kit that actually had less items than both of these, it was $550. And it was like a sawzall, drill, impact, grinder, that's it. Then if we go to Dewalt, there's an entry-level kit of quality, so it's comprised of a couple of different things. Like the drill's not the greatest, but it's gonna do the job. The impact was an XR, so that's one of the things you're gonna wanna look for when you're buying a Dewalt kit. So if it doesn't say XR or it doesn't say Flex Volt on it, which this one doesn't, if it doesn't say brushless, I actually have a Flex Volt, one of these. This is a hammer drill, so this thing will drill through concrete and all different stuff. But these can be super expensive. It'd be like $260 just for one. If you buy the XR, Flex Volt, brushless, you know, it's like all the things. But if it doesn't say brushless or XR, then it's probably not the same type of quality. So in that kit that we'll link in the description, I think is a great kit because it has a ton of tools for a great price. So that's gonna be $520. So we go $260, then we go to $350, and now we're up to like $520. So we've covered cheapest, best bang for the buck, the contractor's choice, which for me was the Dewalt, and battery life. If we go over that real quick, I think RIDGID actually wins the battery life award. We'd have to do testing. I'm sure there's somebody out there on YouTube that has actually done the real testing on it. But for me, just like general life experiences, when I go to grab a a RIDGID battery, it's like almost always good. I don't know how. But the power I get out of a Dewalt Flex Volt, there's no comparison. Like I shred that tool. It's like supercharging a tool. That is probably the best video that I could provide to you with what I would choose if I was in your position using a contractor's knowledge of cordless tools. So money's no object, go with the Dewalts. Working on a budget, need to get entry level, this will do the job. And working on a budget, but want something I don't have to upgrade in a few years or a little bit, RIDGID's your choice. So that's it, guys. We hope this video has been helpful to you. And if it has, and even if it hasn't, subscribe to that channel. So anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one, and Merry Christmas, because we haven't seen you since then. And it's about to be Happy New Year.